The airplane cabin was calm, humming with the steady drone of engines, when chaos suddenly erupted. A flight attendant rushed toward the back rows after a panicked passenger yelled, "She's fainting." An elderly woman, pale and trembling, had collapsed against her armrest. Instantly, nearby passengers leapt into action, ringing the call button, fanning her, and offering water. But amidst the concern and urgency, one voice pierced through the air like nails on a chalkboard. "Excuse me? She's in my seat." "That's the window seat I paid for." The woman shouting wasn't helping. She was Karen, the notorious type who sees the world as revolving around her. Even as flight attendants scrambled for the medical kit and called for a doctor on board, Karen folded her arms, glaring at the unconscious passenger. "I asked specifically for a window seat because I can't sit in the aisle," she huffed, as if her complaint was more critical than the health. Emergency unfolding 2 feet away, a man across the aisle shot her a glare. "Lady, can you not? Someone's having a medical emergency." But Karen wasn't done. "She can't handle traveling. Maybe she shouldn't fly at all," she sneered, her voice dripping with disdain. Gasps rippled through the rows. Meanwhile, a nurse who happened to be on the flight quickly attended to the elderly woman, checking her pulse and keeping her stable. The flight attendant finally turned, her patience clearly running thin. "Ma'am, you need to remain seated and quiet while we assist this passenger. This is not the time." Instead of listening, Karen waved her boarding pass like a weapon, "Then move her somewhere else. I booked this seat months ago." That was the last straw. A chorus of passengers spoke up at once, calling her selfish, heartless, and downright cruel. One man even offered his own coveted window seat up front just to silence her whining. But Karen, too stubborn for her own good, refused unless it was exactly the seat she wanted. Minutes later, the elderly woman slowly regained consciousness, thanks to the nurse and crew. She managed a weak smile, and everyone around her applauded. Her resilience, everyone except Karen, who sulked like a child denied candy. The flight attendant leaned down and whispered something stern in her ear. Karen finally clammed up, her face red with embarrassment, by the time the plane landed. Passengers were still buzzing, not about turbulence or delays, but about the audacity of the woman who argued about a window seat while someone's life was hanging in the balance. Karen may have gotten attention, but not the kind she wanted. *, for more interesting and heart-touching stories, hit the subscribe button now.